I'm Nathan Jackson. I grew up in the church. I have a twin brother who has cerebral palsy, and we were in the New Era a couple years ago and served a mission in Brazil.
Lauren Jackson. I believe I was a counselor in the Young Women's, probably my MAs, I don't remember. And then when we got married, we got called to teach 5-year-olds in primary.
Got married in the Draper Temple.
A year and a half ago. Growing up, I always wanted to be just like Megan. She played soccer, so I played soccer. She played junior jazz, so I played junior jazz. She wore boy clothes, so I wore boy clothes. And I didn't realize it. I mean, we grew up playing soccer in high school, and she played in college, and I decided to be an engineer. You can't play soccer when you are an engineer full-time. I was a freshman when Megan went on her mission, and I was working on Lake Powell for the summer. And I would write her every single week, and we grew very strong. I told her all my experiences at Lake Powell. She told me all her experiences in London, how she was going to marry a boy, and how she was going to have 5 kids. And it was great bond. And I loved that because in Lake Powell, there weren't very many LDS people. And the choices that the people that I worked with were making weren't what I would agree with. And so it was nice to kind of get a letter every once in a while to bring me back to why I'm a member of the church. Megan actually came out to me a year before everybody else. I was going to school at the time in Logan, and she wanted to talk to me Sunday night before I was going to go back up to Logan. And we took a drive, and we went to the church just a couple blocks away, and we parked there. And I was nervous because I had no idea what she was going to tell me. And she doesn't get very emotional very often, and she told me that she was engaged. And I was like, really? I haven't even seen you with a guy. You only talked to what was her ex-girlfriend, who none of us knew about. At first, I was shocked. It was a long drive to Logan. It's only about an hour and a half, but it was the longest time, and I didn't have anybody to really talk to up there. I couldn't tell anybody, and so it was really hard because I was confused. Once, a couple months later, I started to think about it, and it started to make sense. And I realized that she didn't just choose to be gay. And I realized she went on a mission to try and what they say, pray the gay away. And I knew that wasn't the life for her. And I was sad for a while. And then she started dating Candice, and she did a complete 180. And she was happy, and we didn't fight. And it was really good to see that side of her. And I wouldn't imagine her any different now. It's always Megan and Candice, and now it's Megan, Candice, and Quinn. And that's how it'll always be, and I'll always stick up for her.
Going through this experience, I've only been here for a little bit. I didn't know Megan growing up, or Lauren, or the family. But I grew up with a twin brother who has CP. And it was hard sometimes because people wouldn't show him love in certain ways because he's different. And so my family learned to love people who are different, no matter what it looked like appearance-wise, no matter who they were or where they came from, because of Brad. And because of that experience, it's made this experience a little bit easier. I know we haven't handled certain situations the best way, and we worried about things that didn't need to be worried about, but it's been a great experience learning again, how Christ would love people and how to love people differently. Because I see my brother and how he loves people, who has such a strong spirit, so close to the Spirit, and he loves Megan and Candice and Quinn. He wants to see the baby, and he loves talking to Megan and loves Candice for who they are, and he's the closest person to Christ that I know. He's just so strong in the Spirit, and he shows them love. And that's a good example to all of us, and we can all learn to love people who are different, and that's okay. We can show them love and accept them for who they are, and accept their strengths. That is great, to have such a strong, loving family like the Barretts. You're going to be showing love, and you're going to be accepted. They may not agree with the decision you're making, or it doesn't matter. They will be behind you. They will show you love and accept you into their home.